Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the HoH-Cast. Thank you for tuning in. I am still Donutcop, and with me, as always, is Miss Dizzy.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. Nick.
What's up?
Coming back is Mr. Luna with a special guest, but we're not counting him as a special guest. It's Jaden. Say hi.
I told Jaden to piss off. Hi.
Oh, I guess never mind.
Great
And
start.
Yep.
For realsy's super special guest, he is the sister of Magma, Mr. Lava.
Don't forget Destroyer of Amnesia.
And it's Destroyer of Indonesia. Mr. Lava, welcome to the HoH-Cast. Thank you for being on.
I also like the name Podcast. I prefer that more. And
Nope.
thanks for having me.
You're
Hello,
welcome.
Lava.
What's up, Lava? And why'd you destroy Pompeii? I don't understand that.
Well, they had it coming. They didn't offer enough sacrifice, so they just had it coming.
Dude, they killed like
okay.
50,000 goats and a couple of virgins.
Not enough.
All right.
They weren't supposed to kill
Never
the
enough.
virgins.
Like you were going to do something with them, Luna?
Possibly. I'm not lava.
Okay, moving along. Hang
Topic
on.
1!
No, not topic 1. Because before we talk about topics, we have to ask our guests some questions. So, Mr. Lava, question number 1. How did you get into gaming?
How I got into gaming? Well, it all started when I was 5. I got the N64, and then everything just went up from there.
Old school. Okay. Question number 2. What is your favorite game genre?
Genre, I would probably say RPGs. Just can't get enough of those.
High five number 1. Nick, question number 3. What is your favorite game developer?
That's pretty difficult. I would say Nintendo. Don't
Nintendo?
judge.
No one's going to judge. Everyone likes Nintendo.
Except those who
Question-
Nintendo don't.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh.
Thanks, Sega. Question number 4. And this is about HoH. How did you get started with House of Hellion?
Oh, this is the story. Well, back in October, it was the 26th, which happened to my birthday. My friend decided, hey, let's play some TF2. I said, well, why not? He's the one who discovered it and then invited me, and then everything just went on from there.
Who was your
David
friend?
did.
His name's Nepeta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of you know him. Also known as Turkey, but his real name's Nepeta. Just pointing that out.
Oh, turkey!
Yep.
Gobble gobble.
Wrap it
Question the 5th. What do you think should be added to HoH to make it better?
Well, it's already great enough. I guess more side boob. Well, yeah. More side boob.
Seconded.
All right.
Thirded.
I'll let Ms.
Fourth
PB
ed.
know about this one. All right. So, question the 6th. What is your favorite TF2 class?
TF2 class. I am stuck between the medic and the Devilman.
Classic. Because you love that caber.
Oh
Hate
yeah.
When you caber.
The joke
I
about
began
the...
the legislation.
I don't think
No,
it's going
no,
to pass through. It's not going to pass.
Seconded.
I won't allow that.
It basically involves me cabering also. It's the title of it is a little misleading.
So
That's not
to
a
make
good
people
idea.
stop, cabering, you're cabering the people that caber.
I
Yeah.
get it. Like it's like a double negative. Right? You hit two
Yeah,
things
yeah.
and bam, it's gone.
Yo, dog,
Okay.
I heard you like
you kill me,
cabers.
I kill you.
Hey, dog, I heard you like cabers, so I put more cabers in your cabers.
So you can,
you can
explode
caber while
cabers
you're
while you
caber.
explode cabers. Yes.
Question number 7. What is your favorite game series?
Currently it's the Dark Souls series. Can't get enough of that really.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one. True, though.
Oh,
And now-
Did you
Miss
beat one
Dizzy?
yet?
Lava, I have a very important question for you, and I want you to think about this and really, think about it correctly, because it's really important to the podcast and the whole group, actually. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
That's the horse-sized duck.
You're the first one to say that. Tell me why.
Well, if you fight 100 duck-sized horses, you just run out of stamina quickly, and it's just the one. If you fight the one, it's just the one, and you'll probably get rid of it quicker than the 101 horses thingy.
Good idea. It's also how I think. Yay!
High
important
five.
Crazy minds
High
think
five.
alike.
I do not take up to that.
Thank you as
should turn
always,
it
Miss
from
Diz.
horses to geese, because geese are meaner.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Miss
I
Diz.
also have a
As always-
question.
Okay, go
I
for
have
it,
a
Luna.
question. Okay, lava. Why lava?
You know,
Oh, that's a good one.
that's the honest question. I do not know.
That's not
I do
really a
not-
question.
I do not really remember how I got this name. I just remember I have this name.
Good answer. Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Lava, for answering the
Lava's
questions.
hot.
Are you
Yes,
saying
thanks.
he's hot IRL?
I don't know if the recording picks up on it, so I'm just going to say that Jaden typed in on Luna's computer, "cuz lava's hot," and that's how we got onto that.
Ladies.
So I'm just going to move on to what we do at the beginning, and like last week, but this week I'm on top of it. We've been playing this week, so our super special guest can go first. Lava, what have you been playing this week?
It's been a mixture of Minecraft, and Dark Souls 2, and TF2, of course,
In Minecraft.
and Minecraft. Yes, don't forget about
And more Minecraft.
I don't think lava likes Minecraft all that much, guys.
Oh, did I
No.
mention I played Minecraft?
Nope.
No, you have not.
No, I never heard that.
How do you like Dark Souls?
I am loving it. I am dying in it. A lot of mixed emotions about this game.
Dark Souls 1 or 2 you're playing
2.
right now? Okay.
Hmm.
You beat first one already.
That's a hard game. I'll get to that another time. Miss Dizzy, as always, what have you been playing this week?
I've also been playing a lot of Minecraft because there are some people causing ruckus in the server and crashing it. TVK programmer. But I've also been playing a lot of Plague Inc. I got it from Zim, actually. The first disease I created was called Bieber Fever, and it killed the whole entire world. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
Like a vagina joke, I get it. Mr. Nick.
No,
what
Bieber
have you-
Fever.
Oh,
Bieber Fever.
I thought you said Beaver Fever.
Justin Bieber. Bieber Fever.
Does he
I got it.
yell that name out loud? Exit power.
Yeah.
Oh god. He who shall not be named Fever.
Voldemort? Anyway, Nick, what have you been playing this week?
I actually was also playing a good bit of Plague Inc. I didn't know Dizzy was. I guess we didn't play at the same time, or I didn't know she was playing. Yeah, I named my disease Sex because everybody was catching sex, and then there were people that wanted to prevent sex, and I just couldn't allow it.
Good political commentary.
Yeah. I also started, and I'm quite happy with this. I just started Ultima 4. That's an old school game, and it's really fun to actually play a game where you have to get pen and paper out and start writing shit down.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's going back very, very far.
Before 2011?
This
Buttercup,
is way
I'm
before
looking at
2011.
you.
This is might have been even before 2000. We might be Ultimate 4. What's that? Mid,
Looking it up.
early 90s, late 80s.
Got that 90s swag.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it's before the 90s. I actually do not know. I got it. I got 10 games free on,
1985.
85.
85. Oh my god, this
but yeah.
is 16-bit graphic on a Mac.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But
Holy shit. Actually, that looks really nice, actually.
it's actually pretty fun. I mean, I've already died in it, which I'm sad about. I've died a couple of times and like, oh. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm having a blast with it so far.
All right. Mr. Luna, what have you been playing in the last 2 weeks since you've been gone last week?
Well, last week I didn't really play much of anything because I was in Vancouver. But before then, I played Titanfall mostly because the HoH servers were down. I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll just go and play Titanfall. And it's a really fun game, actually. And just yesterday, I got back into playing Bioshock Infinite, and I beat the game, and I'm having mixed feelings about it. I'm not sure if I'm either utterly confused by it, or I really hate it, or I'm in fucking love with it. Either way, I
No
want to play...
spoilers, please.
I will not spoil it, but I understand why he's confused about it. It is a very
Same
confusing
here.
game.
Either way,
Same
I'm going to
here.
play Bioshock 1 and 2 before I play Burial at Sea.
You can skip 2.
Oh,
Honestly.
okay. Okay, I'll probably play it anyway. Until then, I'll just play like Bioshock 1, then go to Burial at Sea. Either way, I'm going to play Bioshock. Eventually.
Yep.
And by eventually, I mean maybe never.
All right.
Yay.
I guess that just leaves me. So what have I been
Ooh,
playing
actually,
this week?
Donut, before you go
What?
on there, just anyone who's actually listening to the podcast, I bought Bioshock Infinite 1 and 2 on Amazon, but I already own Bioshock Infinite, so I got a Bioshock Infinite key, and I'm willing to give that to someone who wants to play Bioshock Infinite, but doesn't have the game already.
I do.
So if there is someone who has not played Bioshock Infinite, Donut, I thought you said you already played the Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, on 360.
Well, then you're not allowed to have it.
Well, I think it would be interesting to see who actually listens to these things besides Buttercup and us.
Oh, good
Yeah.
point.
So besides us, if there's anyone who's listened to the podcast and you want to play Bioshock Infinite, send me a message, even if I'm offline. And whoever sends me the first message asking me for Bioshock Infinite will get Bioshock Infinite from me, and I will buy you a season pass because you're awesome and actually listen to our shit.
Yeah.
Woo!
Please listen to us.
Incentives.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess-
so go do that. Make me feel loved. Tell me how awesome I am.
You suck, Luna. Shut up. One
And that's why
shutdown.
I'm not giving you a key.
You know,
Jaden,
that's pretty awesome.
Damn it, Jaden, I'm not giving you the key!
Shut up, Luna. Shut up, Luna.
God damn it,
Three more
Jaden!
shots.
He's sitting beside me.
He's tickling him.
Oh dear. Do we need more Marvin Gaye?
Fanfiction.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, that's enough. Anyway, what have I been playing this week?
Yourself.
Yeah. That's every weekend. Continuing the Project Cross Zone game. Still dumb. Still amazingly fun. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, is on Steam. Issue if you have a very large monitor, greater than 19 or so inches, it's going to have black boxes around the screen. Bit of an issue, but otherwise, game runs fine. Looks awful, but whatever. Other than that, not really much else. But you know, I'm sure new stuff will come out really soon. And that's what we've been playing this week. So, moving on to the actual topics. Listen, guys, I try not to be super EA heavy, but it just always ends out that way. So let's start with Nick's topic that he sent me about EA, which is that EA servers were hacked to run a scam, but unfortunately it's now been shut down.
Fortunately, not unfortunately.
Against EA, I don't care.
What sort of scam? I hadn't heard about this.
It's to get Apple users' login details.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So like iTunes, that sort of stuff, the Apple Store.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Well, no, not whatever, because obviously you're going to keep, like on Steam, you would keep, like, a credit card or debit card information on it. You'd also keep your debit card or credit card information on your Apple user login. So if someone has that information, they also kind of have your credit card information.
Okay, yes, that is bad. But I'm just saying that for me, it's not because I don't keep my information on my iTunes account because I've only ever used it once. And even then, I downloaded the music that I bought the guys from off of the Pirate Bay. Yes,
Yeah.
I bought it,
You are
but
the
then I
worst kind of
illegally
person.
downloaded it, so it's technically kind of not really illegal because I already bought the album.
But you downloaded it, whatever.
But
Anyway.
iTunes is dumb.
I would never download music illegally.
No, I'm a good person, good civilian. I do not
pay all
download
my-
anything.
All of my things. I would rather
Yep.
have music than a roof over my head. Yep.
Yes, you do.
You're all liars.
We know.
Shh.
But yeah, according to a report coming from Kotaku.au, which is for Australia.com, according to a report from internet security firm Netcraft, an Electronic Arts server was recently hacked, and until it was shut down, was being used to run a phishing scam that targeted Apple customers.
Australia.
So,
So it's Hellions'
Yep.
fault. I see.
it
It
I'm
makes sense.
actually,
Valve.
I actually do Kotaku Australia because one normal Kotaku gets a really bad rap for whatever reason, but the articles I see on Australian Kotaku are Freudian slip. I haven't seen anything wrong with them, so I just kind of stick with that because I do like to get little articles like this in my Twitter feed once in a while.
Yeah.
It was a joke, Nick.
No, I'm saying that's just why I have it on Australia. I was just
okay.
But to think about, trying to think, EA, you're such a massive company. How long did it take you to shut down those servers? Is my question for those websites.
It's EA.
Yeah, I know it is EA, but you'd imagine it'd be like in the movies where it's like a hacker v hacker sort of thing, where one person who's super good at hacking is hired because he can stop all the hackers. That's what I'm imagining would happen with EA. Maybe that's just me.
It really doesn't say in the article how long it took for them to shut it down. I'm looking to see if I can find anything about it.
I'm going to move on topics because I just saw something that's kind of sad and relevant to a later topic that we're going to talk about. So does anyone actually have anything left to say about this, or can I talk about something I just saw right now?
Go ahead.
So apparently, Minecraft developer Notch cancels Oculus Rift VR version of the game after the Facebook acquisition.
I cannot believe that Facebook bought the
Hold on. Hold. We will get to that, Miss Diz, because I want to talk about this a lot. I want to talk about this a lot. Much. You know what? Okay, since we're here, we'll talk about it. Okay, I was talking Minecraft version because we've been talking about Minecraft. But yes, we will talk about it. Facebook buys.
You can't talk about the one thing and not talk about the reason that we're talking.
Yes, the Facebook buys the Oculus Rift company in a massive deal worth an estimated $2 billion.
Which makes me lose all interest in it immediately. Because
are we gonna play Candy Crush?
Do I think gaming? Fuck no.
Farmville, come on.
Oculus has a chance to create the most social platform ever and change the way we work, play, and communicate, says Mark Zuckerberg. Go away, Zuckerberg. No one really likes you too much.
He just completely ruined all my gaming fantasies, in one purchase. Thanks.
I just hope that the people that are making the Oculus Rift stay in charge of making the Oculus Rift, and Zuckerberg doesn't have a say in it. He's just buying it because he realizes it's probably going to be a very big success.
I don't want to play 3D Farmville. I wanted to play 3D TF2.
Yeah. Hopefully, it'll stay the way it is now, and just, no one will be like, Zuckerberg will be like, well, you have to have Facebook integrated into it. You gotta have Facebook in your Oculus Rift. 3D Facebook.
If that happens, I am not buying an Oculus Rift, and I'm gonna go with Sony's take on the VR machine.
I'm gonna agree with Lunar. We've seen the design of it also, and it looks amazing compared to the Oculus.
Well, that's because Sony is a big company as well. They're much bigger than
electronics.
Whoever that guys are making Oculus Rift.
Well, in the Minecraft cancellation of the Oculus Rift support or whatever, Notch's exact words were that Facebook creeped him out. So, let's see what happens.
I mean, is no one else creeped out by Zuckerberg?
I'm creeped out by Facebook in general. It's gotten to be the point where it's it's too big, and I don't want to say that lightly. I want to say there's too many goddamn people, their kids, their babies, their grandparents, their pets on the fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
I have personal reasons to hate Facebook. I'm not going to go into them.
Tumblr for the win.
From a quote from the GameSpot article that I found this on, which is, immersive gaming would be the first, and Oculus already has big plans here, and that won't be changing, and we hope to accelerate. The Rift is highly anticipated by the gaming community, and there's a lot of interest from developers in building this for this platform. We're going to focus on helping Oculus build out their product and develop partnerships to support more games. Oculus will continue operating independently within Facebook to achieve this. But this is just the start. After games, we're going to make Oculus a platform for many other experiences. Imagine enjoying a courtside seat at a game, studying in a classroom of students and teachers all over the world, or consulting a doctor with face-to-face just by putting on goggles in your home.
That sort of scares me, actually.
No! What are you going to do? Just have cameras set up everywhere?
Yeah.
That's scary. That's like something out of Blade Runner.
I don't want Zuckerberg in my house looking at me.
It's
No.
just like the Connect.
It's just like the Connect.
No!
Hello, Dizzy. See that you want to play a game.
No!
Come on,
I
do
don't
you
want
wanna
to
play a
play a
game?
game! I don't want to play a game.
What I'm saying here is that you're like Jigsaw, Zuckerberg. That's what I'm attributing you to. But yeah, this is scary, and I hope they don't mess up Oculus Rift because it seems really, really cool.
If they fund the Oculus Rift, that would be nice.
They're funding it. I mean, if you pay $2 billion for something, you're going to put money into it.
Well,
So is
yeah,
Facebook just
you've
trying to
already
buy
put
all of
money
the
into
companies right now?
They're just trying to buy anything that seems new, because as
Buy
we all...
all the companies!
Yeah. I don't know. I'm afraid. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very, very afraid.
I'm curious what he's going to do with it. Like, what's going to happen with Oculus Rift? I still have like ideas of buying it, but
Well, I mean, if he says that he's going to transform into this sort of, social experience as well, I don't want that. I would just want to play games. That's all I want is to play games in 3D.
Well, I'm afraid that it's going to start being like, as soon as somebody has a baby. And what would you like their Facebook URL to be? Like, you're going to have Facebook in order to function. I'm scared.
Oh,
I'm scared,
God.
guys.
Nick?
I was going to say, when you were describing it, like, it really, really is like the Kinect. Like, they just took all the gaming out of what was already kind of an iffy thing, really, as a gaming thing.
Let's be honest, it was awful. It was garbage.
I zoned out for a minute. What were we talking about?
The Kinect's
God,
garbage.
Were you eating some apple braid?
No,
Maybe.
I'm talking to Jaden. He was distracting me.
just
So
smack
you
him.
were eating some apple braid.
No!
Bow, bow, bow.
I hate
Anyway,
you all. Move
any
on.
final thoughts before we move on?
No final
Nick?
thoughts. Next topic.
We're good.
Nick? Alright then. Next topic I have is the new Assassin's Creed game has been confirmed for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So,
Yay!
Yeah,
I haven't
I-
played Assassin's Creed 4 yet, or
Here's
any
the
of the
thing.
other Assassin's Creed games.
Well, I
Not any
have.
of them yet.
I have played Assassin's Creed. Here's the thing. I love the game. I hate the story. The story is the worst thing I've ever heard. When you try to mix, this sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? False history sort of thing. You know what I mean? And then mixing this sort of god complex into the game. I hate it. I hate it so much. It was just about a game about getting revenge and becoming an assassin and be awesome. And it is like that. But then they're like, but the Apple of Eden and all the magic. And I hate it. But yeah. New Assassin's Creed game coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC. What you may be noticing is, but what about the Xbox 360 and the PS3? Well, they'll be getting a new game. They'll be getting a different game. Separate Assassin's Creed game from the Xbox One version and the PS4 version.
Separate game?
A separate
What?
game.
So you have to own both consoles in order to play both games?
Yep.
Fuck that.
Or just own a
That's-
PC and hopefully get them both.
No, maybe.
PC Gaming Master Race.
Woo! But where would you imagine this new Assassin's Creed game to be? Obviously not Japan, because they're never going to Japan.
There's always
Any
fan
guesses?
fiction, I guess.
Any guesses?
Wasn't it already announced for like French Revolution, France?
I was trying to be coy about it, but
Uh-huh.
yes, it is the French Revolution in
Yeah.
France in about the 1800s.
I actually thought it was going to be Industrial Revolution from what I heard, but
That'll be
French
cool,
Revolution's
That's
cool
around that.
too.
That's around Industrial Revolution, 1800s.
No, it's not
1800
around the
Europe.
Industrial Revolution.
1800 Europe, yes it is.
By around a couple hundred years, you mean? Maybe.
Couple hundred, that'd be modern day.
No, that a couple Oh, wait.
Yeah. Shut
Damn
up, Luna. Shot number 4. Anyway, yes, the French Revolution, which was in the 1800s, which would be around the time of the Industrial Revolution of Europe. Get on my level, son.
I thought you were about to tell him to get on
Googling.
something else.
And Jaded's penis.
I just saw a picture of David Tennant in a kilt, and he's like sort of lifting the kilt up, and that's much more relevant to me than this whatever the hell you're doing.
Donut.
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution was from somewhere between 1820 and 1840, from 1760. Wait a minute, never mind, I'm done. Hold on.
Yeah, shut up.
Oh, either
Shut
way,
up.
it's 1700s, not
6.
1800s.
Shot number 6. Anyway, moving on.
1760s to 1780s was the French Revolution. Industrial lasted until the 1800s from the 1700s.
Children. Next topic.
We're moving on. Since me and you only count this. French Revolution, yay, Assassin's Creed. More of it. It's coming out later this year. Kind of sucks that's a yearly thing, but whatever. Moving on to how Sledgehammer needs to shut their mouths by saying that Call of Duty devs are optimistic about AAA gaming, but they say the B market could struggle. You shut up, Sledgehammer. Here's why I'm telling them to shut up. Because they make Call of Duty. And if you don't know what Call of Duty is, it's a game that's kind of good, kind of bad, made by Sledgehammer. There's another one that's an off-brand that's made by Treyarch, which is much better, but this one made by Sledgehammer is okay. They made Modern Warfare 3 and Ghosts, which were not great. But they sell about 10 to 15 million copies of the game, so it's kind of successful. So to say that AAA gaming is pretty optimistic, yeah, no duh. People are always going to buy AAA games. They're not just going to fall off the face of the earth. You know?
Yeah, because
Help me
if
out
that
here,
happened,
people.
then there won't be any more Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed is AAA.
It's AAA.
Yeah.
It's definitely AAA, yeah.
But to say the B market's going to struggle, I think, no.
When they
That's
say B market, they mean
total bullshit.
indie games, right?
I think
Yes.
they mean, like, not Call of Duty level games.
I don't
That's
think that's
indie.
true at all. That's especially since, indie games, and I'm assuming they mean indie games, and if they mean, I don't know if they mean mobile games, but those things are flourishing. Like, so many people are coming out with really good games that are not AAA games, that saying they could struggle is like saying, it's like saying TV could struggle. It's like, it's not going to happen.
There's always going to be TV. There's always going to be B games. There's always going to be AAA games. I mean, to quote, I just think there's a place for that big blockbuster video game, and you should sit there with your 60-inch TV, and you got your speakers, you just got to make sure it's really high quality. Then why would I be playing Call of Duty? Also, how elitist are you, 60-inch TV? What if I want to play it on a
wanna punch
PC?
that guy in the face right
What if
now.
I want
Like,
to play on my
really?
PC? What if I can't afford a 60-inch TV? They're like a few $1,000s. I hate you, Sledgehammer. What? I don't know.
I'm
That-
interested to see what the game's gonna be because it's an entirely different. Supposedly, it's an entirely different studio. I mean, it's not Activision or Treyarch. It's something new, and I'm interested per se. But fuck, that's just
Luna.
stupid. What?
Sledgehammer made Modern Warfare 3, and they also made Call of Duty Ghosts.
Well, then what the fuck happened to Activision? Did they just like kind of branch off like how Respawn Studios
Activision
did?
died off. I don't know what happened. I think they're making a new game now. They stopped after Modern Warfare 3 to make a new game, and the good Activision people went off to make Respawn, which made Titanfall, which is amazing.
Yes, it is amazing.
Yeah. So that's what happened to Activision.
Anybody
Yes.
want this David Tennant picture?
Thanks, Miss Diz.
So helpful. And Buttercup's at her house going, yes, May, I want it. Meanwhile, Dizzy's already given it to her, so that statement is probably not
Giving
true.
it to her. It's like a sex joke.
Making it into a stray for her right now, actually. You'll all see it on the HoH-TF2 server. See y'all there.
Indeed. Any last thoughts, Sledgehammer? You need to shut up. Know where you are. You make Call of Duty, but that doesn't mean you're better than everyone else.
I'm still kind of peeved at the 60-inch TV and surround sound.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, really, you think everybody's just got loaded up with money and can afford a great entertainment system? You fucking pricks! I wish.
Also, if I was going to spend the money on a really big TV and really nice speakers to play a high quality game, I would play like a high quality game, not Call of Duty. That doesn't really high quality in Call of Duty. For the past 4 years, Call of Duty's been like a 6 at best. Minus the Treyarch games.
Well, I want to say Black Ops 2 was the last best Call of Duty game, but even then, like, the story kind of... Okay, for fuck's sake, it's a Call of Duty story.
It's better than Modern Warfare 3.
That I haven't played Modern Warfare 3. Although, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 2 were the better games in my opinion, and that area was the best. Black Ops 2 was meh, I guess. I only say that because I played it more than the other games. I thought Modern Warfare's story was the best. Black Ops was zombies, and that is fucking awesome. Modern Warfare 2... yeah. Modern Warfare 2, I played that most with my friends, and it was interesting per se, yeah. But the grunge and the color and the color scheme and everything, it made it really hard to see everything.
What, you
after playing Black Ops 2 for like, I don't know, like 6 months straight, just Black Ops 2, then I go and play Modern Warfare 2, I'm like, what the fuck? I can't see anything.
Here's why I like Treyarch better than Activision or Sledgehammer, whoever makes them now. Because they don't take themselves seriously. They know how campy Call of Duty is. In Black Ops 2, one of the missions has you using sticky fingers to climb across a hill or a mountain ledge.
Oh my god, that was actually a fun mission.
Then you jump off and you have your wingsuit and you glide down to the enemy base that has cloaking technology. That's amazing.
That was actually quite fun. I will say, with the Call of Duty storyline, the campaign modes, the story itself is stupid, but the special things that you get to do in it are that and the fact that I like to get a feel for the game before I go into multiplayer are the only two reasons I will ever play campaign mode in a Call of Duty game.
Treyarch gets it right. Treyarch, guys, love you. But I guess moving on, Call of Duty sucks, whatever, 16-inch TV. Anyway. You want to talk about more hate and who else needs to shut up? Peter Molyneux. You'll know Peter Molyneux as the creator of Fable, and how he wants to make the best RPG of all time. But you know what he thinks? He thinks that EA is not an evil empire, and that they've done a great deal for the video game industry.
I wanna quote this for everyone, because I read this in advance, and I just about killed myself laughing. Quote, EA is not an evil empire, quote, Peter Molyneux says. Fable creator says Electronic Arts has in fact, quote, done a great deal, quote, for the video game industry. I couldn't help it. I was just laughing so hard when I read that.
What I like about this article is that Peter Molyneux, he talks about, how, obviously, when companies change hands, things are going to change, but he talks about things like, we get an HR department, and, we get regular hours, and we get, like these things that you'd expect from an actual company to have. But then he never talks about how then EA shuts down these companies when they're done with it, or how EA, has their terrible online thing, or Origin, or how they just sort of DMR players, no matter what, DRM players, no matter what, like SimCity. He seems to forget that tiny detail about EA being actually a really evil empire company. Help me out here, guys.
Fuck Origin!
Thanks, guys. And I guess...
EA has come out with some really good games, and you can't deny that. But the worker conditions are really what you need to focus on, because they have the worst... I guess the worst employers. They are the worst employers I've ever seen.
This is what. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry,
go ahead. That's pretty much what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, Jaden says that the reason that he hates EA is because they don't care about the quality of it. They just want to. They rush everything.
Money.
Exactly. Actually, that's the only reason they get the games out. They want to get the games out as fast as possible. even if they have to ignore the quality. I mean, just look at the ending to Mass Effect 3.
Just look at Battlefield 4. Just look at SimCity. Just look at most of the games they've made in the past 2 years. There's a reason.
Even that was a bit rushed, actually, with the campaign mode. But other than that, Respawn did a good job. Yeah, it's not campaign, but Respawn Studios did a really good job with Titanfall. Just the fact that it's on Origin, the quote-unquote campaign mode, Titanfall, wasn't very good. I don't care about the campaign mode though, because I never did care about campaign modes in multiplayer games, and the fact that it's on Origin, that had made me hesitate to buy Titanfall.
There's a reason EA is the worst company in America, and they've been voted the worst company in America consecutive years in a row.
Reasons.
Lots of reasons. But yeah, EA sucks. Continuing on, as we always say on the HoH-Cast.
Hang on.
What?
I have a thing to say. You said that they're the worst company in America. They lost the worst company in America thing this year. Time Warner Cable won the worst company in America this year.
So that's not surprising.
Oh my god! Seriously?
I'm actually not sure why.
They have a tie for first place between EA and Time Warner.
Well, then again, they did try it. Time Warner and what is it, Comcast, with the merger thing. I think the award would transfer over to Comcast as well.
Oh yeah. I heard you like to use internet, so if you want to keep streaming, you have to better pay more for internet. No!
Yeah, they did that. That's why.
My friend, she got on Comcast internet. She was downloading a game on Steam, and it was coming in at 1 megabyte a second.
Oof.
You guys can shut the fuck up. I get less than half a megabyte per second.
My internet's a potato.
Yeah. I'm about where Dizzy is. I might have half a potato.
Does your friend spend a lot on the internet, though, Luna? That's the thing. Does she spend a lot on her internet, or?
Well, first of all, she can't. Second of all, she can only do in her neighborhood. The only way that she can get internet is through Comcast.
So I think the message here is Google Fiber, please come to all over America for us, please, and Canada,
major cities,
please.
Until maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna say 20, 25 years. Major cities in the U.S. Then they'll branch out to major cities in the world. Maybe major cities in the world in about 10 years. Smaller cities in the U.S. 20 to 30 years, and then when I'm long past the fact that Google Fiber is a thing, everyone's got fiber, then it'll start coming to the smaller neighborhoods.
At least she doesn't have CenturyLink, because CenturyLink is the worst internet provider in the history of internet providers. I'm just saying.
HughesNet.
Oh, fuck HughesNet.
AT&T. They're not good. I drop internet at least 3 times a day when I try to download anything over 500 megabytes. But
Only
anyway.
3?
Hey, that's a lot for me. Anyway. What was the point here? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Oh yeah, yay. You suck.
But not as much as Time Warner Cable, apparently.
You're about the same. Anyway, moving on to something which is relevant to you, Dizzy, and the rest of us as men. Which confuses me, really, why you would promote this. But Animal Crossing New Leaf was developed by an even mix of men and women. So?
Ooh.
What do you
Sad
mean
as he
so?
flashes
Women
his
are
hands.
underrepresented in the field.
No,
I think it's great.
No, I know that. It's just like, what, did it have a huge impact? What did it do?
Donut is backpedaling so hard right now, you can't even see it, but his legs moving in reverse.
I'm trying to think.
It's good that they publicize it, though, because there are girls that are interested in games, and it's such a male-dominated field.
I know.
Then why is it a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm asking the question, why publish it? Cool, the gender split was 50-50 equal on making this game.
Why is it relevant?
Yeah.
Well, because they're probably trying to be like, look at here, we used women, we're awesome and progressive, but the fact that they're saying it at all, or that it happened at all, is a really big deal.
Well, I mean,
it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I know.
They made it a big deal, so therefore it is.
But it is a big deal!
Because they made it a big deal!
It's not like there's not like a single woman in any other company that works on video games. Like...
No, but to have it be half and half, that's a big deal. It is definitely a male-dominated field. I don't know if I am comfortable with them using it as a publicity stunt. That's not very nice. But the fact that it happened at all is fucking great. And if they want to talk about it, then fucking great. Get more little girls interested in this stuff. Because they're afraid of it. The STEM fields are terrifying for a woman.
I gotta side with Izzy on this one. It's really nice that they actually have half as many women on there as men. No, that's not what I meant to say. An equal amount.
There you go.
I was saying half and half. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. I understand. Good. Put more women in different industries. That's great. I understand that. I get that. I'm not saying, oh, how terrible to have women in the games industry. I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that. It's just.
I know. I'm just asking. So, did it contribute to the game?
You're under the assumption that this is something that you're basically saying that they shouldn't brag about because this should be a norm, and I agree with that. But it's not a norm, and that's what Dizzy's excited about, because the fact that it happened means that they're breaking the mold. They're setting a standard where it will become the norm.
Yes.
Okay. See, now when you explain it like that, that makes sense to me.
Thank you, Nikki. I just sort of get up in arms about it, you know.
I understand.
Guess it's just because I live in the socialist California, where we're all
that
socialists.
male privilege we got.
All the socialism in California, where men and women are equal. America, catch up. Get on California level. Men and women are equal. Respect.
You might want to move on now.
Yeah, I have so many things to say, so just change the fucking subject.
Men and women are equal. That's all I'm saying. We're moving on to something that is awful. Flappy Bird will return, but not anytime soon, says
Which
the creator.
part of that do you find awful? The
That
fact that it's
coming
returning,
back?
or the fact that it's not going to be so okay?
The fact that it's going to come back. Why? Is there even a point to it coming back now? With the amount of clones that are better than the original, why would you even come back?
Yeah, but they took it off the market, like, right when it was at its, like, peak of popularity, and then also the fact that it's gone made all of the people that had it be like, ooh, I have Flappy Bird, and I think they're bringing it back probably because of demand.
I sold my iPhone for $10,000 because it had Flappy Bird.
That's not actually a thing that actually happened. Those were false auctions.
Oh, I hope they are.
But they're probably just trying to meet the demands, because now that it's gone, everybody's like, yes, and because there are so many clones, everybody's like, well, you know what, I want to see what the real thing is.
Yeah, but, I mean, if the clones are better, why go back to the original? It's like, if you had a cheeseburger and it was okay, and the restaurant closed down, but then a copy restaurant came up, and they made a better cheeseburger, but then the old restaurant came back to life in a different area, would you actually go back and get that cheeseburger, which was not as good as the new one, which is a clone of the old one?
You're missing the part where everybody's talking about the other cheeseburger. Oh. There are so many people that are like, well, this the new cheeseburger is based off of this cheeseburger, and all of the hype originally was about how good or bad the first cheeseburger was. I really want a fucking cheesemburger now.
Yeah.
You want to fuck a cheeseburger, Dizzy? I don't think that's good for your health.
I want to put my dick right in the I'm hungry.
No. I'll stop you there. Anyway, I don't get it. I don't get the hype, but whatever. I hate Flappy Bird. But moving on to something I hate even more EA news. Because,
how many is this now?
It's, I think, like 3 or 4. But rights to Titanfall 2, can we not at least wait 3 months before we announce the sequel, you guys? Come on!
March isn't over. It's been 3 weeks since the launch.
Guys,
or 2.
Don't start announcing sequels just yet. Give it some time for feedback. Wait for DLCs.
It probably got strong enough pre-orders for them to know, wow, we got a hit on our hands.
I'm sure.
The moment people were probably bringing out good press about it, like, early on. Like, people that got to beta test it, people that, first couple of weeks it came out, and they were like, okay, we got a sequel on our hands, let's do it.
Yeah, like, even in the beta test, Respawn knew that everyone fucking loved the game, and they would probably be like, okay, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna make a sequel because this is so damn popular, even when the game isn't even officially out yet.
Well, no,
And also, it says that EA secures the rights. I don't think that may be pointing towards EA saying this and not Respawn Entertainment itself.
I mean, no one's surprised that they're going to make a sequel. This was, I mean, it was obviously going to make a sequel. That's not a surprise to me.
Well, there's lots of companies that'll like secure the copyright to something or the right to something before it's made, and it never gets made. They just do it to make sure they don't have to have any legal issues down the line.
True.
Yeah, that could be a smart move on one side, and I actually would like to see a sequel to Titanfall. There are some things in Titanfall that could be improved on in a sequel. You know, more Titans, more customization for your guns, and of course your pilot, and an actual campaign mode. There are many times in the quote-unquote campaign where I'm looking around, and like there's one part where you're in the IMC and you're in like the spaceship above the planet you're about to fight on, and there is shit going on everywhere. Like, ships are outside. You can look outside and you can see ships blowing up everywhere. It is fucking glorious. And then you get dropped in a pod to the planet, and I'm like, no! I want to fight here with all the ships and stuff!
Yeah. The thing, though, I mean, I don't care about the sequel. I'm a little bit like, why would you announce the sequel after 3 weeks after launch? At least make it kind of secret. Even just a little bit. Give it at least a month.
A sequel
but hold on.
is not a secret, though. It's going to have a sequel.
I know it's going to have a sequel. I know it's going to have a sequel, but try and at least keep it a little bit of a secret. I know there's going to be a sequel to the next Assassin's Creed game, but they haven't announced it yet. I mean, come on. Give it a little bit of time. But what scares me most is that EA secured the rights, not Respawn.
It's their IP.
Yes, it is their IP.
EA.
It scares me. That's all. I mean, I don't know how to feel. I don't want this to become a yearly title. I don't. I like Titanfall, but I don't want it to become once a year. Titanfall, Titanfall 2, Titanfall 3, Titanfall Ghost, Titanfall whatever.
EA owns it. It's going to happen.
I know it's going to happen. I don't want it to. EA, please don't do this.
Titanfall 13.
EA CFO Blake Jorgensen said previously that he is sure that potential sequels to Titanfall could come to PlayStation and or Nintendo platforms. Sure that they could? Why? Why say sure that they could? That's dumb. That is misleading. That's
EA.
They could just say, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna make it Microsoft only again. They probably won't, though, because that was a fucking dumb idea after they realized that Microsoft was losing the console war, even though sales for Xbox One went up by 96% after the Titanfall launch. Titanfall would have been so much more popular if it was a PlayStation 4 and a PC exclusive.
It's just not really a good idea to ever.
I just like to throw my 2 cents. In that thing that Lunar just read, it said potential sequels to Titanfall could come to PlayStation and or Nintendo platforms. I just noticed the or Nintendo. I'm trying to imagine Nintendo getting it over PlayStation.
Oh my god.
Will not happen.
I doubt it'll
Not
ever
gonna
happen,
happen.
but still.
Titanfall 2 is a 3DS exclusive title!
No.
Oh my god.
No. No.
I will play the fuck out of that.
No, you
It
won't.
looked like crap, but yeah.
Actually, could you imagine Titanfall on the Wii U, actually? Like, think about that, like, with the second screen, there's a lot of potential with the second screen, it's just the fact that developers look at it and they're like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this? They're literally looking and saying, the fuck are we supposed to do with a second screen? We'll put a map on it. That's the best that they've done. Nintendo is more innovative than the third-party developers.
I think it's not going to go to Nintendo just because I don't think the Wii U is what's the
Bad?
word for it?
Strong enough.
To handle Titanfall.
And yeah, they'd have to knock it down a few graphics and stuff.
A lot of graphics.
Yes, it's very graphic intensive.
But, you know, whatever. Wii U, Nintendo, I still love you. Please make a good console like the Wii that just prints money. Because I love you, Nintendo. I love your 3DS.
Money!
It prints money!
There's
yes.
a gift for that somewhere.
I'm
gonna find it. Hold on.
We'll link it somewhere. But moving on to our next topic, which is a lot of anger this week, I've found. But you can finish Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes in 10-minute speedrun. So the game itself is it's like what Dead Rising 2 did with their prequel sort of game, which was only like 2 to 5 hours long, but only cost you like $15 to do before Dead Rising 2 came out. It was Dead Rising Case Zero. It's like that, only this game is about 2 hours long to complete if you just do the main storyline, and it's about $30.
They
What?
came out and said early on this was basically a tutorial for the actual Metal Gear Solid 5 that's coming out, later.
Why would you charge me a $30 tutorial?
And everybody that's played it that I've seen has basically said, wait till it goes to about $10 and then buy it. But they've all said it's a really well done game and they really like it.
And everyone wants to play Phantom Pain now, of course.
For $30? Is it $30 good?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Is it $10 good?
It's absolutely $10 good. I haven't played it, but that's what everybody says. This is what I've heard from people that have played it the whole way through and just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They said not $30, but $10 and you're solid.
So Steam sales then.
It's not on Steam, I don't think.
Fuck.
it was.
What platform is it?
PS4, and I think Xbox One. Maybe the
God
360 and
damn.
3.
All consoles except PC.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All consoles except PC, which really pisses me off because I would have bought this game day one. I don't care. I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan, and it really made me sad because the only console I really have is the PC. I don't have a PS3. I don't have a 360.
I thought you were
I
gonna
don't
say
have
the. I thought you were
or
about to
the
say the
section.
Wii, and I was just gonna start laughing at you.
I have the Wii.
I actually have a Wii. I don't use it.
But
Yeah,
Lena,
I do too.
laugh.
Rather.
But who didn't buy a Wii?
That's a good point.
Actually, mine was given to me as a
Oh.
birthday present.
Yeah,
mine is
same
here.
here.
And
Christmas.
it's 6 years old.
Well, someone bought it for you. But I think the anger that people are having with this game is that it can be completed in under 2 hours if you just do the main storyline, which I think most people would do because I just like to get through and listen to the story. I don't care about the side stuff. But it could be speed run through the game in under 10 minutes. That's where I have my issue. Obviously, not many people are going to run speed runs. But 10 minutes? 10 minutes for $30 on a speed run. Or 2 hours for $30. I would be furious if I paid $60 for a game that lasted twice as long, which would be about 4 hours. And there are games that do that,
Call of
like the
Duty.
Battleship Call of
Oh.
Duty, or the Battleship game that came out.
Battleship.
That is, yeah. But that is just insane. Why? I mean, obviously, yeah, you're working on Metal Gear Solid 5, but don't charge $30 for it. Make it 15. Know your price point. Know the audience. Anything else?
I like one of the commenters. He said, and let's not talk about the difficulty of games of today. Even a guy with only one hand and 3 fingers can finish this game with no effort. I'm like, jeez.
I mean, that guy with only 3 fingers is pretty sad. Why you have to hurt his feelings like that? Jerk.
He gets to play Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I mean,
Yeah.
he's happy.
Moving on to somewhat related EA news, we have SimCity. After about, what is it now, a year or so, maybe a year and a half, is finally getting an offline mode, which was supposedly impossible.
Did we not cover this topic last week or
Yeah,
something?
I thought we did this already.
It was rumored that there'd be an offline mode, but now it is being confirmed and it is coming out. And it actually is out now.
Let's repeat everything we said last week, and we're good to go.
EA, you suck. Why wasn't this here before? Start rushing out games before they're necessary. Money, money, money. EA.
It prints money! Except
prints
it doesn't
money.
print, and we don't make money.
Anger. Poop map. Dizzy, say yay. Dizzy,
Well,
say
I'm
yay.
talking to Buttercup about Naked David Tennant. Could you
Okay.
give me a second?
I have SimCity for the Super Nintendo.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on now.
Yeah. Oh shit, that was supposed to go through Mike. I'm sorry, I was talking to Jaden.
And yeah, thanks a lot, Luna. Shut up.
Get it on.
Shot number 7. Anyway, moving on to our last topic of the night, unless our guest has a topic or anyone else has a last-minute topic after this. But plot apparently is highly overrated, says Riot Games.
I beg to differ.
I would beg to differ as well. Tom Abernathy says developers should instead focus on developing strong characters over plot lines. No, not necessarily.
What's the point of having strong characters if you don't have a plot for them to follow?
Exactly.
It's like, wow, I really like this character. While they spin around and go, la, 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 la.
Man, this character's so complex and deep, but the story
But it's a
just
Call of Duty
hit something with a
campaign.
hammer. It's just Call of Duty.
Doesn't Riot do League of Legends?
They make
That's
League
it.
of Legends.
So that's really, really popular, and there's like no fucking story whatsoever. I think there's a time and a place for a story.
There is. I mean,
Sometimes you just want to
definitely-
kill bitches.
Definitely League of Legends, but they don't have very interesting characters in League of Legends. Like, it's not really complex characters for sure.
Well,
It's
because sorry.
they have character traits. They have personalities. I'm not so sure.
They also
Well,
have
the
lore.
fun of it is
Lore.
different in
Which is
between.
like plot. Go ahead.
The fun of it isn't always necessarily in the story. Like in the case of League of Legends, it's the powers, it's the cool shit that you can get the characters to do, and their strengths and their weaknesses in battle, and not necessarily just the storyline. I'm not saying that I don't like things with heavy stories, because I play like basically books like Ace Attorney, but in the case of like League of Legends, the awesomeness of it comes from the art and from what they can do and what they bring to the whole battle scenario. So,
Continue.
eh.
No,
Well-
I'll pitch in a second.
Well, I just
No,
wanted to
you're
say
good.
that I agree with Dizzy 100%. If you have a game like League of Legends, or hell, a fighting game in general, like, yeah, characters. Focus on the characters, not on the story. But here's my problem. They say plot is highly overrated in video games. Fuck them. That's because
Oh,
they
yeah,
have a...
that's-
Yeah, you see my point?
That's super that's
Yeah.
super just in general of video games. What about RPGs? Does plot not matter there?
Well, I mean, in their case, probably plot isn't important to them because they're
Yeah.
super successful without things that have much
They're a MOBA.
plot. Yeah. So in their case, it's cool, and it's saying that every single game ever shouldn't have a plot. That's just fucked up.
Oh my gosh. I want to quote what he says because then I have the perfect game to retort him. Mr. Abernathy says, "It's not plot that truly hooks gamers, but rather characters. Users don't remember plot. What they do remember is they remember characters. Players become hooked in a game if they care about its characters. Focus on the things that they will retain, that are going to be most important to them in the long run," Abernathy said to a room full of developers and press. Focus on characters. What about BioShock Infinite? Boom! Infinite. BioShock Infinite.
Well, I
Or
knew
the
you were
regular.
gonna say that, and if you didn't, I was gonna bring it up.
Here's the thing. BioShock Infinite had it perfect, because you're wrong, Mr. Abernathy. You need a perfect balance between both characters and plot, because you can't have one without the other. You can't have a great game that has good plot but bad characters, or good characters with bad plot. Because you know what?
But
I'm not going to care either way.
You know what a really good example of characters over plot is? Not to defend that, but
Yeah.
TF2 and Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Those are two fantastic games that have basically no plot, but have amazing characters. And that is a very good point for them. But to say that plot is highly overrated, it's just... You can
It's
pick
rare.
any game, and be like... Not any game, but most games that have any sort of plot, and you're going to remember the plot over the characters. You're going to remember the mixture of both of them. If there's no journey, there's no character development.
well, it depends on the game, because how many like the first like Donkey Kong game where you throw in the barrels, or Mario, I don't remember who's actually dead. But, like, that was really popular. Pong was really fucking popular. Like, there is a time and place for games that don't really have a story, and for younger audiences especially, I would think games like Call of Duty and League of Legends, where they can just kill things, are really awesome. I think it
Dizzy.
depends on the audience.
Dizzy, did you just say younger players? And when I say younger players, that makes me think of like my sister to a 13-year-old.
No, not little
and then-
babies. I'm talking like 12.
Yeah, so 2 13-year-olds, and then you mentioned Call of Duty. Oh, wait, actually,
Brothers
that
are
works.
playing
Never
Call of
mind.
Duty.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Right, Luna. Shut up, Luna. Number 8 shots. Come on, guys, get them down. I think it's rare. Left 4 Dead is obviously an example of something that works well without plot. But it's very rare that
Not
something...
necessarily, though. If you look at the most popular games like LoL and COD, they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
You can't say that it's really super rare, because
Yeah.
what about, like, Plague Inc? Nikki and I have been playing the shit out of that. There isn't really a story. You make a disease and kill everyone.
I think...
But there's no
It can
characters in
happen,
there
but-
either.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think certain genres don't need plot. I think if you would have said that some genres just don't need a plot, I'd be fine with that, because that's, fine. MOBAs don't really need a plot. Fighter games don't really need a plot. Call of Duty games don't really need a plot. But to just say plot is overrated, no games need plot, and just focus on nothing but, no. Now you're just being pretentious and dumb. Because certain games need plots. Because what would be the point of playing an RPG? It's not for the gameplay. Because RPGs usually don't have the best gameplay. It's usually like a turn-based sort of thing or something like that.
It's very formulatic.
It's very
They're speaking
formulaic.
from their own experience. They're not like...
Formulaic.
Yeah, but
Thank you, Nikki.
if you just make LOL, then you can't speak for every game. You can't say, RPGs, why do they need plot? No game
that would
needs
be like
plot.
somebody who makes RPGs saying, oh, well, you can't have a game without a story, that's impossible, but you obviously can. So I think he was just sort of talking out his ass, but they were successful without a story, so, you know what, fucking go ahead. If there are little game programming people that are like, oh, well, I don't really need a story, the gameplay just has to be kick-ass, might be successful.
That's what I said. Certain
just let 'em
genres
say
don't
whatever
need
the
plot.
fuck.
Certain genres don't need plot. That's all I'm saying. But to say that plot is overrated, you're dumb. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, does our super special guest have a topic he wants to talk about?
I'm not sure if you guys talked in some previous podcasts, but have you heard of The Last of Us getting like a movie?
Yes, we have.
What?
We have not
movie?
talked too much about it, no.
All
Yes.
right.
Well, I'll Google it up, but I can tell you the basics right now. Yes, The Last of Us is getting a movie. I think it's being made by... Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say who, because I don't know for sure. It might be... It's the same people that are making the Assassin's Creed movie. So they are also making the new Last of Us movie. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it's not animated in the same style that the game was, I don't care.
Shouldn't we let Lava talk about it? He's the one that read up on it and has
I
the
know,
article right there.
I was just giving my general opinion before he can talk. Allow it, talk.
Okay, I just want to quickly say, this is just me asking you guys, what do you think about it? Do you think it will work out well? Because if you remember, like previous movies based on games, they didn't do that well. What do you guys think about this, knowing that Last of Us won the story awards and all of that stuff?
Well, if it's got a good story, it'll be fine. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But if the story really is good, I think it'll be successful.
Let's go Dizzy, Luna, Nick, then I'll go last and the Lava can talk. So Dizzy said, Luna, you talk.
I haven't played The Last of Us. I'm not going to comment on this.
Nick?
I have not played it, but I know Hollywood's knack for screwing up good stories.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have played The Last of Us. And if it's not... Have you at least seen like screenshots or gameplay of it, you guys?
Oh, I know about it. I know
Okay.
the basic plot of it.
Okay. So if it's not done in that style, I mean, 'cause I like Troy Baker. He's a good actor. He's a good voice actor. But I don't... I mean, I'd watch it with Liam Neeson, maybe, but I don't... I just want to see it in that same style that it was made in, with the same voice actors, and and hopefully they don't mess up the story too much to have some, odd moral choice in it. But I don't, Hollywood's weird. Let's just hope they don't Mario Brothers the movie.
Okay, I agree with you. I hope for somehow they'll use like the same voice actors as the actors in the movie, because I don't want it to be different. I loved Last of Us, so I just wanted it to be the same, but knowing how the story was, because I played it, how the story was, I hope I have high expectations for the movie.
I just hope it's good. I just hope the same thing as the Assassin's Creed movie. It's good. That's all I care about. Here's the thing. Video game movies in the past have went more of the route of trying to appease the general audience. You know, the people that don't really know much about the video game itself, like the Resident Evil movies. They don't stick anything to the plot of the games. Neither did, the Mario Brothers movie, or the Street Fighter movie, or the Mortal Kombat movie.
I liked the first Resident Evil movie, and I liked the first Silent Hill movie.
Yeah. But
after that, they sunk into some horrible mess.
Yeah, let's just forget about the last couple Silent Hills. Let's not talk about those. But
or what they've done to Resident Evil.
Or what
Don't
they've done
even
to
talk
Resident Evil.
about it.
Let's move on.
Well, but they screwed the games up too on Resident Evil, so you can't even.
Yeah, they're all just bad. But if they decide to be ballsy and just say, this game was popular enough to where we can keep completely related to the video game audience only, where if they don't care at all about the outside audience, if you don't know about the game, oh well, this is for the people that played the game, this is their movie. If they keep it like that, rather than try and make it general and broad to all people, then I'm sure it'll be fine. But I think because of how accessible The Last of Us plot really is, and just how very kind of basic it is, I think they don't have to go that route. I think because it's super similar to other zombie movies, they can kind of keep it in the same style, just as long as they don't go too campy on the zombies.
Well, it's sort of like when a book gets turned into a movie, all of the people that are really big fans of that book are like, oh my god, they're going to fuck it up so bad if everything doesn't go exactly the way that I think it should, and sometimes they're still good.
No, if they wore, what was it, the War Z? If they wore Z from book to movie, I'm going to be so mad. So I don't know if you guys have... But not all
movie or book movies are bad.
I know, but have you seen World War Z, the movie, and then also read the book?
I watched the CinemaSins review of World War Z, and it was so bad. Just CinemaSins. And I watched the movie, and I would just... This is like an abridged thing where they just talk about the little things that really shouldn't matter. But there were so many things in the movie that I looked at and thought, you know what? I don't think that loud noises would actually... Oh, who wrote the book?
Oh gosh, don't make me think about it on the spot. I don't remember who wrote the book.
Never mind. Anyway, the guy who wrote the book, I don't think that he thought having zombies climb over themselves to get over a wall.
Max Brooks, thank you.
Max Brooks. I don't think he wrote it that zombies would be climbing over themselves to get over a wall.
No.
Because there was really loud noises behind the wall.
The book itself was about how the zombie apocalypse, and there's a bunch of different stories. It wasn't about one guy and his family trying to survive. There was a couple stories like that, but otherwise it was just a whole book about different short stories about people surviving the zombie apocalypse.
It was a bunch of journal logs put together, actually. Like, it was kind of built like but if you've ever been like an RP thread, like if you've ever been into like an RP thread, it kind of worked like that, and have like it wasn't it wasn't like paragraph by paragraph by paragraph like a normal book. I actually saw a World War Z book. It was kind of, it was like, like you have conversations and then it'd be like someone does an action and that'd be like apostrophe and it would go through there, and it was different. I meant to buy it, but the store was about to close. I was like, you know what, fuck it, put it back, run out, and I didn't buy the book. I meant to though.
A better question: Who has the Zombie Survival Guide book, also written by Max Brooks? The zombies that are in that book are also in the World War Z book, because he also wrote it. So those zombies from the Zombie Survival Guide are supposed to be the zombies in the movie. And they're not. They're fast, like Left 4 Dead zombies. What was the topic? Oh, Last of Us movie. That's right. If they make it good, and they keep the story, and they keep the original voice actors, I don't care, because I like them. Nick?
I'm with you. I never played the game, so I'd play the game before I watched the movie. And I will be getting a PS3 at some point, so I will play the game.
So will I. I will buy a PlayStation 3 just to play some of those PS3 exclusive titles. One of them being The Last of Us.
It was either Dizzy or Nick. You guys sent me another topic you guys wanted to talk about, and I don't remember what it was.
Wasn't me.
Dizzy?
I wanted to talk about Facebook getting the Oculus Rift.
We did do that one. I felt like there was another one that you sent me. I think you sent me another one.
I don't think so.
Is it you, Luna? I don't remember.
I don't send you topics.
Alright, that's right. Well,
I sent you the EA one. That was it.
Yep.
Oh, I'll
Alright.
see if there's any like awesome gaming news. Hold on.
Nope, too late. Well,
Nah.
guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Mr. Lava, for being on. It was a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Podcast or
Podcast.
HoH-Cast.
The
Okay.
podcast!
Yes.
The HoH
I would,
Cast.
as always, like to thank Miss Dizzy, Mr. Nick, and Mr. Luna for being here to help me out.
No problem. Always glad to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
This is-
glad to be here.
Oh. It's women women are equal. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
Footnote.
whatever. Too late.
My
I would
foot
also like
is
to give an
ass.
awesome shout out to Jaden, who said a few awesome things on the sideline, so then I emulated to you guys. He
Thank you,
actually said some really
Thank you,
fucking awesome
Jaden.
stuff. And
Jaden.
he says no problem.
Jaden,
And
Jaden
of
was kind
course,
of here in spirit.
yes, and you all know what we were doing before.
Yeah, you will
Yeah.
see a special video coming up on the channel after I think the podcast goes up. Not sure about it. I don't know. It's a rush
Yes,
between Dizzy and
after.
Luna afterwards. Okay,
Yeah.
Dizzy, remember that afterwards.
Now, what if I want to do it right now?
What if she wants to do it right
No, you
now?
aren't.
Dizzy, do it right
Can't tell me
now.
what to do. You're not my real mom.
Can't
Do you
pretend.
even know the password and the...
Yes, she does.
I
Ah,
uploaded the
shit.
5th one, remember?
No, actually I don't, because I wasn't here for it.
So, Miss
Oh,
Dizzy,
yeah, I did.
please upload our super special bonus video that you guys will be seeing, which Luna obviously loves very, very much. I have a count right now of only saying "Shut up, Luna" 8 times, 9 times now. So for you, PB, and anyone else playing the HoH drink game, which is whenever I say "Shut up, Luna," you take a shot. Shut up, Luna. 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 Shut up, Luna.
Buttercup, if you weren't already shit-faced,
You're welcome,
I
guys.
mean, here you go!
but Donut, I only have
Shut up,
Coke.
Luna. Thank you, everybody, for watching us. As always, please continue to watch us if you do. And I am still Donutcop. That is still Dizzy.
Goodbye, everyone.
That is still Nick.
I see you later.
That is still Luna.
Somehow.
That is Lava, our super special guest this week.
Yeah, goodbye.
And Jaden in spirit.
Jaden. Did you catch that?
Heyo. And I'm
Heyo.
still Donutcop as always. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you later. Goodbye.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We
Say
put
bye,
on one
Luna.
hell of a show.
No, we
We
don't.
put on one hell of a show.
Do
No,
we
we don't.
actually? I don't know anymore.
No.
We
Okay.
do.
We do?
Maybe.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Possibly?
Stop recording. Stop recording.
Bye.
Bye!
Then
Bye.
See you
shut up
later.
for a minute
I already
so I can
said
stop the
bye.
recording.
We'll just do it now.
Bye.